It is time for sports, and it is almost playoff time in the WHL.
That's right. The Oil Kings wrapping up the regular season with a home-and-home set against Red Deer. They could potentially meet the first round of the playoffs as well. The teams don't want to wait for the second season, though. The first frame was nasty. Griffin Reinhardt back in the lineup after being out since January with a broken wrist, and Locke Muller runs him over off camera. Ryan Desch steps in, gives Muller a few shots to mull over. Then Keegan Lowe finds John Person like a deck chair. He folds him up. Colin Archer steps in. It sure felt like a playoff game. Later, Travis Iwanek, he wins the race, and he unleashes a wicked wrister on Darcy Kemper. One zip home side. The Rebs would tie it. Then Colton Mayer makes a sweet drop pass for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. He snipes. 2-1 Red Deer. To the second, Oil Kings crank up the pressure. Cameron Abney breaks in. No dice, though, on Kemper. The Rebs took a 3-1 lead into the final frame. They add to it quickly. Weller fires from the point, and Byron Fraze gets a piece. He can make that 4-1. Oil Kings respond a few minutes later. TJ Foster whips it home right off the draw. Edmonton is clawing back. The Oil Kings keep coming. The team's leading scorer chimes in.
Face off one by Hickmont into the skates. The Ruck takes a hit from Keelock. Able to fight it off. Here's Ruck. Rolls it on. Hickmont side of that post. They score! Dylan Ruck.
The smallest guy on the ice fights his way to the net and pulls Edmonton within one, his team leading 38th. But that's as close as the Oil Kings would get. They had their chances, but fell short, losing 4-3. Those two teams will do it again tomorrow night in Red Deer. Elsewhere, Brandon and Moose Jaw, the Warriors take it 2-1. Brandon is currently in 6th place, the Oil Kings in 7th. They still have a chance to catch them and move up the rankings with a win tomorrow in Red Deer, so Edmonton could face the Rebs or Medicine Hat in the first round. To the NHL, Phoenix in Vancouver, not much of a game until the third period. No score. This gets the Coyotes fired up. Nasty hit by Alex Burrows on Vernon Fiddler from behind. 5 minutes for that one. The Coyotes net one on the power play and put the PP to work again shortly after. Shane Doan works the point. Coyotes up by 2. Canucks working to get on the board. 3 minutes to go in the game, and they finally make something happen. Christian Ehrhoff bangs one in. Phoenix adds one more and wins 3-1. Vernon Fiddler did return to the game. Carey Price and the 6th place Habs facing the 7th place Rangers tonight. Rangers strike fast. Artem Anisimov on the breakaway. 1-0 Rangers. 2-1 Rangers now. It took only 67 seconds for the Rangers to strike 3 times in a row. Ryan Callahan, Marian Gaborik, and Brian Boyle adding to the lead. Now 5-1 Rangers going into the second period, and that's the last we'll see of Carey Price tonight. Second period, only goal from the frame comes from James Wisniewski on the point. Doesn't matter, Rangers win it 6-3. Michael Neuwirth and the Caps getting ready to face the Devils. First period, Dennis Weidman finds Mike Knuble behind the net. He sets up Jeff Schultz for the one-timer. 1-0 Caps. Scary moment for Martin Brodeur. Anton Vovchenkov peels his mask straight off. He still makes the save, though. Second period, John Carlson takes the feed from Alexander Ovechkin. Knuble on the far side. He'd get one more to cap off a 3-point night. 3-0 Caps. New York Islanders visiting the Carolina Hurricanes. Pick it up in the second. 1-0 Canes. Islanders searching for the equalizer. Franz Nielsen finds Michael Grabner. Rebound, and it's a tied game. Nielsen can't keep control behind the net. Corey Stillman steals the feed and feeds Eric Cole. Game now tied at 2. We're going to need overtime. 1 minute to go in OT, and Jeff Skinner finds former Oiler Joni Pitkanen. Al Montoya can't react in time. 3-2 the final. It was a Friday frenzy in the 4A Hoops Classic, which features the best high school teams in the province. Semi-final action tonight. Harry Ainley facing the defending champs Western Canada High from Calgary. We pick it up in double OT. Titans rejected, back come the Redmen. Eamon Crowfoot hits the tough 3, 119-118. 15 seconds left. Harry Ainley's Lyndon Annett hits for 2, tie it at 121. But then the Titans pick up a foul with just a few ticks on the clock remaining. John Trabulsi goes to the line. He makes the shot to give Western the lead. Then he hits the rim on purpose to run out the clock. Western Canada wins 122-121 in double overtime. The Titans are bumped down to to third-place game. Western Canada High will face Raymond in tomorrow's final. The big question this weekend is, can anyone compete with the Raymond Comets? The longtime football powers are dominant on the hardwood as well. The #1 seeds also put down Paul Kane 97-52 earlier today and look unbeatable.
Running down the highway, I'll tell you, they work hard. They're classy. They're respectful kids. They just do everything very well.
A town of 3,000, a school of 200, and they still dominate provincials. It's the power of a small community that devotes itself to a couple of major sports.
There aren't distractions in their life. They go to school, they play ball, and that's about it. So,
do you have any video game experts on your team?
Well, I told them this week we leave the video games at home.
One of the girls' semis had O'Leary up against Western Canada. The Redmen were dominating this one, but O'Leary had some good chances. Alicia Zukzek gets a three-pointer in the fourth quarter. O'Leary still fighting to stay alive. Samantha Hanrahan beats the defender with a sweet reverse layup. She adds 2. Kayla Perry picks up O'Leary's rebound here, passes it off to Morgan Lawley, an end-to-ender with a bounce pass. Up to Lauren O'Brien for 2. Canada Redmen go on to win it 84-68. March Madness continues down south. 5th seed Arizona in tough against 12th ranked Memphis. 20 seconds left. Memphis down by 3. They steal the inbound pass. Will Barton misses the 3, but Joe Jackson gets the rebound and the putback. It's a 1-point game.
It is taken by Witherspoon and the shot is blocked.
Derek Williams with a game-saving block with 1/10 of a second left. Arizona survives a major scare and wins it 77-75. At the Canadian College B-Ball National Championship in Oshawa, the Nate Ooks bounced back from an opening round loss with an 83-76 win over Humber. Shane Reese led the way with 20 points and 8 rebounds. Nate advances to the bronze medal semifinals. The Eskimos are busy these days. They pulled the trigger on a second trade in as many days. Return man Tristan Jackson, probably the most polite pro athlete you'll ever meet. He's been traded to the Rough Riders for defensive back Ladarius Key. The Mississippi Missile spent 3 seasons with the Esks, but was limited to just 6 games last year because of multiple injuries.
And if he's so polite, I can't wait to hear his first interview here.
Let's hope so anyway.
Stay with us. We're back right after this break.